That happened. Thank you so much, Alex. Yes, let's jump headfirst into Cobblestone because this has been an excellent series so far. If the group stages were anything to go by, this was the CIS major. 4 teams out of 4 make it through. Liquid as well with Simple on their roster, but Flipside don't make it out of the quarterfinals. And if NA wants any hope, they've got to silence Na'Vi right now. Chance to do it, but good map for both teams. Is it enough for Na'Vi if they can only get that 5 rounds that we talk about on their CT side?
That's the magic number, though. You say it's normally enough, but that's normally more than enough on their T side. Like the guys described, their T side, it's such a well-oiled machine. And the thing is, they get their 5 rounds on the CT. That's just purely down to Guardian normally. He's so strong on that defensive side. He's very good at getting the first pick and being a little bit more aggressive than we're used to with him. He actually opens up the map for them, and they do struggle primarily towards that drop-down room. We actually casted the game earlier in this tournament with them, and if you remember, they were getting exploited there time and time again. They're really struggling to actually hold off anyone. We'll see what they can do here as we are getting into it. It's a third and final map of this series, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make some noise as we see whether Team Liquid can overcome Na'Vi. 5 sets of armor for the boys on the CT side. And this could be a fast play towards long A from Liquid.
Quick counter boost to drop as well from Siege, though. Hiko's kind of waiting for this, but it'll be interesting to see what they can get from that information. With Edward already up on the platform, they're rotating Flamey early toward this A side, but Liquid's slowing it down. And I have to wonder if Hiko has a read on this boost, and that's perhaps why, because they know there would be so much information given to Na'Vi when that is discovered.
So you can see Nitro and Elish, they've got control of long A right now. This could be an A split coming in, so you'll see Hiko, he's going in first, and this first kill, very important indeed. Sees it's all in at this stage, and they're trying to see whether there is any sort of threat there, so they are aware this is a possibility. Can Seeds hold his nerve and at least find 1 kill.
JDM is going to be the one to go in. Crosshair placement not accurate enough, or at least the reaction time as JDM takes down Seized. Flamey now the next one in drop. He's got flashes going in against him. That puts Hiko in perfect position. All right, doesn't blind him, but him forcing him to be relocated means Hiko can get the jump. Simple takes a shot on Edward. JDM just has to watch for Zeus coming around. There's 2 players still coming in at the A side as well. Zeus is going to get Simple. Bomb is still in that drop room, but with the 2 players rotating to catch out the CT players and pinch them in that connector, it's pretty much done deal for Bomb, and it can go back to A now as well.
Yeah, the idea was originally there to get that A split rolling, but they found so many kills towards B. The players are holding towards A actually came with the rotations, killed that, just the CT's waiting in the connector room, so that worked out very nicely. As we have 4 versus 1 now, Guardian, the last remaining player. He's got armor. At this point, he has options. He can try and farm some cash, get some kills with the USP, get $300 for each one he finds, or he saves the armor and takes it to the next round. Very unlikely he can do anything with this situation, but he is looking for kills. You can see him just hunting in towards long A right now, getting some sort of information with the footsteps, but yeah, you can sense that players are surrounding him, so he should find his first kill. That'll give away his position. He'll struggle after that.
Spot on the
okay, wow.
That's a nice shot. Lovely stuff again.
Right then.
So I don't want to paint a picture too vibrantly early. It's obviously only round 1 done, but you've got to play every single round. You can't come in and build into the game. Obviously you do in terms of adrenaline, in terms of strat calling and adaptation to other teams, but from Na'Vi, we talked about the 5 rounds. Getting a pistol on their CT side often is huge for them. Now they've got a tough ask. We know they're not that proficient on this CT side, so just to give an idea of the sincerity and just how much this actually means for Liquid to get this start, it's pretty crucial.
Oh, absolutely. This is fantastic for them. It's going to be round number 2. As they're going fast towards long A here, it's not my favorite approach on the anti-eco. It can cause a lot of trouble here, but luckily for them, there's not going to be CT crossfires waiting on the other side. Guardian and Zeus are towards middle. They can hear the rotations coming in as well, so Elish, he'll be focused towards mid and trying to take their attention away from side Ali, but then comes the first shot, and he's got that Mac 10, finds 1 kill. Going to the second, but does a ton of damage to the Guardian.
Easily followed up, but Hiko committing that far into the corner means C's can get a jump on him. It doesn't really matter, though. Elish and JDM now pull it right back as Edward with a deagle. Just a deagle, no armor, no kit, no nades, but still doesn't really want to, give that gun away, because I won't be able to buy anything in this next round on the CT side in order to bring out utility on round 4.
It's quite a simple run there from Liquid. Like I said, most teams will elect to go for the full default at the start and then go towards long A. It's a pretty high-risk maneuver all in towards that position at the start. It's very tight, and there's a lot of chance for CZs to be there and boosts as well, but they went for it. It's a bit of a risk, but it pays off, and it's just going to be Edward remaining now. And it was C's that found 1 kill, but that's all they really got of it. Bomb planted, round over. Edward just trying to save the deagle at this point. There's no real reason to hunt him. The T's know that he hasn't really picked up a weapon at all, so it's only really worth the SMGs to go looking good. They can actually gather $600 at this point, but the rifles, not so much. They've got to save those weapons, and especially with the lead on low HP. But there it is, 2-0 in favour of Liquid. Now, he did semi-force buy into that. I think they had 3 players of armour. Obviously, Guardian, he'll be wanting to get the AWP, so he keeps his money a little bit stronger. He's on 3,100 right now. This should be the full eco at this stage. Nothing really to report in terms of what they can do with this. Edward the Deagle, maybe he can find a cheeky shot towards those new steps area. We'll kind of get into that when we see that come into play. But it's going to be round number 3, and they can hold on to the SMGs here. If they have a nice clean round and they actually keep the MP7s alive, there's a great chance of that bonus round. That means traditionally on the 3rd round we see a full array of rifles, but if you have a clean round here, the MP7s are viable and can actually boost the terrorist economy tremendously. So you can go for a nice fast rush towards drop down and make those MP7s be effective at least.
We haven't seen actually very many of those rounds this tournament. We don't really talk about them, but Flamey catching Nitro with a very, very fast play at window. It's going to give them the start they need on Navi's side. And one of the SMGs already gone, so that Jaden round that you talked about, not really a possibility.
I didn't remember saying that, actually.
I think you did.
Okay, fair enough. Well, then, it's going to be 5-4. Nice play from Flamey. That's a position.